And now we decide this whole, like, you know, who's in charge? Oh, you're in charge. No, but I'm in charge. But oh, but you're not really wanting to be in charge in the true sense of the word. And so that kind of stuff is just a headache. Like, let me tell you something, Stephanie. Okay, I've gone on a couple dates with American girls within this year, right? And when I sit down and I have a conversation with these girls, it almost feels like, to an extent, it's a competition. Like, the girls like trying to compete with me is like, and I'm gonna win every time, but I don't show up on these dates to have like this is not an episode of Family Feud. Like, I'm here to be a man. I would like you to be a woman and kind of enjoy the unique experience that the other sex brings to the table, and let's have a harmonious interaction. I don't want to fucking be like, well, how much money do you make? Oh, well, I'm better than you. I do this. Oh, this is how many likes I have on Instagram, blah, 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 whatever. It just feels like a certain competitiveness that I get from some girls. And that just makes me like want to just retreat from the whole situation and be like, I'm just don't even want to deal with you. And it's not that it's not that I couldn't like win the context, but, you know, but I don't want to sit here. I'm like not here to compete with you. I didn't. This is like I matched with you on Bumble because you have a great ass, not because I like want to debate you. And like, if you're so focused on your debate skills, like, why didn't you cover your Instagram with your debate skills, not your body in a bikini? You know, like, choose one and, like, you know, don't trick me. So that's one thing I've just noticed. But it's funny, just again going back to the lost thing, because, you know, your mom from mainland Brazil?
Yeah, both my parents.
So then she is probably like super, super, super feminine.
Actually,
right?
She's not, and she's the breadwinner of my family. She's a tomboy. She doesn't wear makeup or do her hair. She coaches me in soccer, and she does Boy Scouts with my brothers more than my dad does.
Wow. Well, that's your dad's. That's.
I'm like,
I think you're very lovable.
I am. It's hard not to love me, okay? No, but I completely.
I'm in clear love over here.
They feel like, especially in America, where we're kind of like the leaders in equality for women, because especially me having traveled to literally everywhere, to the poorest countries like Malaysia, India, to the richest like Greece, Rome, Amsterdam, and seeing the poverty at all levels and seeing how women are treated at all different levels. And it's like women in America really are the pioneers for equality in this entire world. And I know I've personally gone and spoken at rallies with thousands of women, and we're just like, okay, we need to fight for equality. Like, I do think that American women feel like they are responsible for being a strong woman and showing men that that's what they got. Because if they don't show the men here, how are they going to show the men everywhere else? You know, like.
I think that they want that to be the reality of their movement, but the reality is quite contrary. I feel like they just want everything given to them.
No, and I agree, because I'm actually like that. If I'm being quite honest, like.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat this pineapple and enjoy. Go ahead.
Oh my god, SpongeBob SquarePants. Anyway, and you're wearing a yellow shirt. That's fine. Okay, so okay, fine. But I think, yes, you're right. Women in this country think that it's the textbook movie theater. Men should take care of their women. Give me everything. Yep. I deserve it. But let me tell you, you don't know the work that goes into this hair, this makeup, those heels, that outfit. And let me tell you, I think we deserve everything. I think that we put in the work 10 times as much as men to just try and be equal, and we deserve something for that. If it's not equal pay, then at least buy us dinner.
I mean, I'm not leaning towards like the equal pay argument, because that's already been like, you know, that's already been debunked. That's not a real argument. But the thing I'm trying to talk about is like how they're fighting for equality, but it's like they want equality with like
certain things, but not others.
With no basis. Like, I think it's really funny when they say, like, right now everybody's talking about the whole Black Lives Matter thing, right? And they're like, we need more black scientists, right? Or we need more black doctors and stuff like that. And it's like, the reality is no, we don't need more black scientists. We don't need more Indian scientists. We don't need more white scientists. We need more competent scientists. We need more competent doctors. I don't care if you're a one-legged orangutan. If you're the best heart surgeon in the world and you're an orangutan with one leg, I want you to do that. I don't think these quotas, they're vanity metrics. They're not real. That's the exact opposite of what they are striving for. It's like they're striving for equality because they believe they're being discriminated against based upon something internally that they can't control, whether it be their gender or the color of their skin or whatever. But at the same time, now they're discriminating, saying, oh, well, if you're qualified, but you're a man, we cannot hire you because you're a man, and we need more women to be part of this quota where we have to fill. You understand? Do you see what I'm saying? And
I do understand what you see by the competency and all of that, but unfortunately, I think, and I've seen it many times, is that even though we wish that the system, like the people hiring and doing the decision making, we're thinking that way too, and we're trusting that that's really what's happening. And for me personally, I grew up in South Florida, where being a Hispanic family, we were treated so poorly, and I'm the whitest in my family. My siblings
I grew up in Miami.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Well, I grew up in Coral Springs. Hey,
you grew up in Coral Springs. I grew up in Hialeah.
No, okay? You really grew up in Miami. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. So but it's not really as racist there because everybody's kind of diverse there. But when you go up into Jacksonville,
no, I'm talking about like Coral Springs is like pretty whitewashed.